Yeah, that's really how I'm feeling right now. Just to work on myself and things like that. Try to better myself as a person, as a dad.
Officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
I don't know. Maybe this could be the reason why Tank say he want to leave boxing. He going to tap out, stuff like that. He still hasn't fought Devin Haney. That's not going to happen.
At last, Gervonta Davis discusses his decision to withdraw from boxing, stating that he is tired of the attention and stardom. He clarifies that people frequently misinterpret him and that everything he says is exaggerated. Davis acknowledges that being in the spotlight has made it impossible for him to be himself. He goes on to say that boxing no longer excites him.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
That's really how I'm feeling right now. Just to work on myself and things like that. Try to better myself as a person, as a dad, all around, human being.
Yeah. Is it the fame? Is it something that you just don't like all the attention? Or
yeah, I'm starting to shy away from the attention and things like that come with it.
Yeah, because it's like anything you do or say, it's all over the blogs. It's taken the wrong way. It's getting posted.
Yeah.
Like you can't even be yourself at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, it's getting more so lame type of thing.
As much as it once did, and describes it as lame, which is what made him quit the sport. Gervonta Davis's increasing dissatisfaction with the sport seems to have been the primary cause of his retirement. His team claims that he has been under a lot of stress and uncertainty, particularly because of a pending legal matter pertaining to a recent incident with his children's mother. He has obviously been impacted by the stress of the case, and his team stated that they are uncertain about the case's conclusion.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
These repercussions appear to have exacerbated his annoyance and increased his disengagement from boxing. His choice to leave the ring for the time being was probably influenced by all of this. Following Gervonta's formal retirement announcement, supporters and commentators are responding with fervor. Happy Punch's tweet, "Gervonta Davis has reportedly retired from boxing after being fed up with the sport," garnered attention to the news. Tank is going to retire. Through Rick Glazier, he is communicating to those close to him that he will never fight again. While some are taken aback by his abrupt choice, others think it's a reflection of the burden he's been bearing both inside and beyond the ring. Gervonta Davis could not be truly quitting the sport permanently, according to Blue Blood Sports TV. According to the analyst, Davis' abrupt declaration might have been prompted by his present burden of personal and professional problems. The desire to avoid a rematch with Lamont Rocha, bout that Davis doesn't seem to view as
Gervonta Tank Davis retiring? No. Has he told people this? Yes. But this is nothing new. I told you the Lamont Rocha Jr. fight was off. It was going to take place in June. He was not happy with the way things were playing out. He wanted to get to that Jake Paul bag with Netflix. That has nothing to do with Amazon. Jake Paul is in charge in that situation and gonna put that money in Tank Davis's pocket. I told you guys this, but you guys don't believe me. You always love to say I'm capping or hating on Tank Davis. No, just telling you what's going on behind the scenes. Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to retire. He's frustrated. He may step away from the sport of boxing for a while, but again, he was already planning to do that. before the Lamont Rose Jr. draw.
Having a lot of potential rewards is one important consideration. Rather than continuing under Amazon's promotion, he apparently seeks a big payday through a potential fight with Jake Paul on Netflix. According to this research, Davis is employing the retirement talk as a tactic, just as he has done previously, even prior to his initial meeting with Roach, in spite of differing views and continuous conjecture.
Tank Davis is retired? Superstar and legendary knockout artist Tank Davis has officially retired. Or so he claims. Tank Davis has had one of the hardest 18 months in boxing. See, first he just got out of prison. Then he had a fight with Lamont Roach that should have been a pushover, which afterwards he was going to negotiate a huge money fight with Jake Paul. But Lamont Roach had a great game plan and they ended up having a draw that Lamont Roach probably should have won. It was a controversial no knockdown call. But now Gervonta Davis is once again facing jail time after some domestic abuse charges. So I really think this is temporary. He's probably just retiring for now, especially with all the legal fees this man's gonna need. Part of this is probably to avoid the Lamont Roach rematch and push that off if he can. But really, most of this is probably so he can focus on his legal issues. And then after all that is wrapped up, he's gonna get back into boxing. Boxers do fake retirements. It's just what they do. Especially after disappointing fights and doing legal trouble. Tyson Fury's in the middle of a fake retirement right now. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think he's really retired for good? Let me know in the comments.
Gervonta Davis has formally declared his retirement from boxing. Davis has made it obvious that he's leaving the sport for the time being, despite the fact that many think it may be a temporary choice motivated by recent annoyances and personal problems. Only time will tell what the gifted fighter's future holds, whether this is the end of his career or merely a stop. In spite of differing views and continuous conjecture, Gervonta Davis has formally declared his retirement from boxing. According to a tweet from Bleacher Report, Gervonta Tank Davis has made a solid commitment to retire from boxing after 2025. For more than a year, Gervonta Davis has been discussing his retirement, stating that he is sick of the sport and all of its perks. He has repeatedly stated that he wants to leave because of ongoing pressure and personal difficulties. He recently reiterated that he will never consider fighting again because, according to him, he no longer even considers becoming upset.
You're right here in New York
pleasure,
City,
bro.
man. Always showing
Always
love.
a pleasure.
All right, so Jay Martinez of Fight Hoop TV. So happy to see you once again. The biggest talk. Let's jump into it. Obviously, we got a good weigh-in here in a moment.
Yes.
We got some good presser after this. The biggest talk that just happened moments ago. Gervonta Davis, jump into it. Kind of, I wouldn't say it's a big shock to a lot of us, but, there's this mindset. The fight with Lamont's not signed yet. Apparently, he's going to fight Jake Paul. Like, it's put in and out of boxing right now.
Hey, man, I don't know, but, get these guys the bag so they can get the hell on if they not committed and dedicated to the sport. All they want is a bag. Give them a bag so they can go, bro. I mean, let these fighters that really want the shit, let's parade them. Let's get behind them. Let's support them. Let's build them. I'm not saying I don't know what happened. But I just hope and pray that young man get it together. He's at the top of his career, prime of his career. I would want him to be remembered more by the things that he's doing in the ring rather than out. But, sometimes you got to win in life too before you can get in that ring and win. And sometimes life is harder than any opponent that we could face. And I just hope he get it together, bro. I feel like a lot of these young men don't have no mentors, bro. It ain't no more handlers in the game, bro. It ain't nobody taking care of the camp. These guys out here on their own frequency, bro. And I just think there's no more leaders in the game, bro. They not going to where that real energy is that can really humble these guys a little bit. We only got a short period of time to be professional boxers. This shit is over quick, bro. And you don't ever want to live with no regrets.
Antonio Tarver recently expressed concern about the young boxer's future and offered his thoughts on Gervonta Davis's predicament. He made the point that without personal development, skill and ring success are insufficient. Tarver brought attention to the difficulties that many new fighters now encounter, particularly in the absence of solid mentoring. He feels that Davis's Difficulties are indicative of a larger issue in the sport and finds it disheartening to witness such possible setbacks right before a big bout. That concludes the video for today. Keep an eye out.